Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Nerd Rant with my co-host
CJ Gage Jr. Wolf, you didn't say your
and
name.
I'm Dr. Simon Dawson Seth.
Oh, there it is. It's so out of order. What the heck?
Yeah. Confusion.
Yep. Just
Anyway.
like how confused we've been with our episode topic today.
Oh no, I was gonna say my computer, so I got the computer right, and I was trying to connect the Google Home to it. I don't think I have Bluetooth drivers.
Your computer?
When I go in, it says when I try to add a controller, right? Because I got BO2. And I tried adding controller through Bluetooth, and it says turn on Bluetooth, and there is no on switch. I go into the hardware, like the device manager, there is no Bluetooth in there. And I downloaded a driver, and it did nothing. So I don't know. I gotta figure that out. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Fortnite.
Okay, word. Fortnite, guys.
Yep.
So,
Where do we want to start?
I don't even know, bro.
I'm just gonna suffer. I feel like it's picking up the AC. I might die in this episode. Guys, it's like 100 degrees.
Yeah, it is very hot
terrible.
outside right now.
Let's just
Anyways.
quickly go over. Let's go over. Superstars came out. What do you think?
Yeah, Superstars came out. I actually really like these ones.
I
was
do
not
really like
expecting
them.
to like these ones because of the season theme, but I do really like this one.
I listened to our episode where like the only thing we could think of was maybe fireworks like Nitrodome or different colors of fire.
I mean, in our defense, this really doesn't fit the theme of the
No,
season.
it is.
at
It is
all.
completely random. Like I do like it. It is completely random. It is completely out of the blue.
Yeah,
It
but
makes
no, I
no
really
sense.
like all three. I'm always a fan of like hex patterns, so the first one is really cool. Second one, it's just the same thing but green, so less creative. But then the third one, oh boy, that what's it? Ghost
Glitch.
What's it? It's like it has a name. What was it? Something
I don't
ghost.
know.
White ghost, right? Something like that. But it's really cool. I like
Sure, whatever.
the like purple and white theme looks really clean. So
Yeah. I do really like it on the first skin with the trench coat. It's pretty fabulous. And I do love, I think the first one's probably my favorite. I always like blue, right? Like blue's always generally going to be my favorite. I do really like the white and purple. And I do think it fits for tier 100, like for like the max one, whatever it is. But I do like the blue better. But they're all solid. It's really nice to have this.
yeah.
So there's that. Do we get any fancy skins that we should mention? Wolverine X. We'll talk about that in a minute when we talk about Magneto.
Yep.
I feel like there's something I'm missing. I feel like there's something we're both
Crew.
missing.
We got the crew.
Did get the crew. It's cool.
Yep. It's
Skin.
aight. Kind of surprised. It's Persephone, but it really doesn't look like Persephone from any of the Greek legends at all.
No, it's like Hades. It's the skin.
Yep.
Anyway, and as we stated before, same styles, except there's one cool style, and then everything else is the exact same.
Yeah.
We did get quest rewards started. They're doing weeklies. We weren't sure if they're going to do dailies because we got dailies back. It is weeklies. And as of right now, we now have like Magneto as well. So that's some skin stuff. Let's talk about all the game modes. Rocket racing. It's
Was
there.
there anything? I don't think anything happened. with
Actually,
Rock
if
Racing.
anything, it was really funny. I went to go download a picture of the timeline again on my phone, just so I have it pulled up. And do you know what the first result was? Turtle Beach. The headphones. That they did an article about the Fortnite season leaked, and that was the first image on Google Images was from them. Really funny.
Bruh.
Anyway, so actually, if we're looking right now, obviously it's all going according to plan, right? According to the roadmap. However, if I remember right, didn't Rocket Racing get extended or like the next season get canceled or something?
Did it?
I think so. Let's see. If we go here, well, there is no battle pass. There isn't a date. If I go to quests, I don't know. There's not really anything here. I don't know. I think it was canceled, if I remember correctly, or something.
I mean, we are still on Neon Rush.
Oh, I have a starter pack quest. I didn't realize. Got some challenges and Metallica.
Oh, I completely forgot there's a whole Metallica vehicle.
Mm-hmm. I kind of want to get it now. I don't know. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Lego Star Wars is still going on. 16 days.
Yep.
Still going on.
Still.
I think that's it.
I think so.
Anyway, Festival. We did actually get some stuff.
We got a lot of stuff for Festival, actually. Probably one of the biggest updates so far.
Confused, though. How long has it been going out?
How long has been going out?
How long has it been? How long is the season going for Festival?
This season?
Yeah, because I remember it was while I was gone, and I've been back for 2 or 3 weeks.
We're on week 2 of Metallica.
How though? Because we've had it for weeks. I saw it on week 2 too. How does that make sense? Because it happened when I was gone, and that was 4 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
So how are we on week 2?
You know, I don't have an answer for you.
I saw week 2 because I did play the battle mode, and we'll talk about that in a second. But I saw week 2. I'm like, how are we on week 2?
The Metallica quests for music mode have 2 weeks left. So maybe we're 2 weeks away from it finishing, so that would make us on week 5.
But it says week 2, and you said it's on week 2 too.
I don't know, bro.
But it says it ends August 16th, so we're not almost done. I don't know, bro. Anyway, I saw that. I played the battle mode. We got the battle mode.
We did get the battle mode.
I actually got to the last round. I have not touched this since maybe week 8 of Eilish.
Mm-hmm.
And I got 3rd. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it's definitely really cool. It's a little bit confusing how they did it, because you can still, like, certain instruments get more score per note because they have less notes in a song. So if you choose, like, an instrument that only gets 5 notes in the entire song, you can shoot from minimal to first in, like, 5 seconds. So
yeah, it's really weird. Like, obviously it's hard to balance that out, because it's like, oh, this one has 1200 because you're doing it on expert, and this dude's doing it on easy and he only has 300 notes. Like,
yeah. So it's a little bit weird, and it can be a little bit unfair for the people who are playing on hard, trying to fight somebody on easy who has 5 notes the entire song. I personally think they should just divide it up in instruments, so, like, each instrument has its own category for, the battles. But
yeah. But it's cool. I enjoy it. I got a lot done. Like, I got over 1,000 festival points because I like I said, I haven't played, so I did a whole bunch of quests. However, they changed the dailies, and it's really confusing. The way it used to work is you get 3 dailies, and they cycle through, and then you got 3 jam stage. Well, they're all in there, but you only get, like, the 3 bonuses once, instead of, like, separately for jam stage and everything. So, and it looks like there's some battle ones, too. So, like, deploy attacks while playing leader base, jam stage. There's also festival main stage. Like, so there's one specifically for everything, but you only get 3 dailies now, which is kind of weird. I don't like that. I think, because we're talking about quests later, I really don't like how they're forcing you to play other modes. If I just want to play main stage, I should be able to do that, or be able to do both. I shouldn't be, But yeah. Oh, by the way, with Lego, we should be getting a Lego update soon. I was looking down. Remember, Columbo was July.
I know.
So we should theoretically be getting that, I would say now, but...
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, anything else for Festival?
Not off the top of my head.
We'll talk about Metallica later. Festival.
Yeah,
I think that's it.
That's about it, yeah.
Cool. So where do we want to start? Because we haven't played since, like, week 2. I was away for a few weeks, so I didn't really play too much of the season. But there's a lot. Yeah. That's not a lot.
This season has been
the most confusing.
Yeah. It's because, like, on one hand, and I'm pretty sure we said this last episode, it's a really creative idea, and it's definitely good to be creative. However, they have done a lot of things that are questionable.
So it's like, I forget, one of the people in the server like said it great. Like, this is just one of the worst and least balanced seasons ever.
Which to some people can be very fun. Like, don't get me wrong, I've had a lot of fun with how chaotic this season can be. However, when you're running a battle royale like this, you kind of have to give it a level of balance that we just don't have right now.
Yeah. And like I said before, in the last episode too, I can see where it's fun. It's just, it's so annoying when it's pushed on you this much. Now, it's one thing if we just had cards. It's one thing if we just had splash. It's one thing if we just had the fist. But to have half the loot pool just completely be unskillful and just chaos, it's a bit much. So yeah, where do we want to start? Do we get any new guns? I don't think so. No, we got the toe. We got like everything because we haven't done it since week 2. We got the sniper. We got the toe thing. Tri-beam. Tri-beam's trash.
It is very bad, right?
And any laser gun's generally trash. The hook.
Yep, the hook shot
cool.
thingy. Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah.
I was very confused when I first used it because I didn't really watch. And I hooked this on and I switched thinking I was going to switch and then I was still flying around. So I'm like, oh, cool. It's cool though. I hit people with it. Like, decent damage, 100 damage. But then we also got a sniper that does decent vehicle damage and no attachments, which honestly, I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of wish there were some attachments. I wouldn't mind putting a different scope on it, but cool.
It does do significant knockback to vehicles.
There's some knockback, which is cool. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it for guns.
Map updates. We lost a house.
Is it?
That's it.
Yeah.
Anyway. By the way, so the river sticks is still here, right? I was listening to the old pod. Still no update on the river sticks.
Yeah. I guess they just, like, scrapped that entire idea.
So the summer event has started. We'll talk about it in a minute. Even with that, no map updates. We'll talk about that later. No map updates. Literally nothing. I also was listening to, like, our first one of the chapter and stuff, and it's kind of disappointing. I said the train's useless, right? Like, it just dropped blue. And I said it'd be cool if in a season or two we got, like, the one bridge broke, right, over near the top north, something like that, northwest. And it'd be pretty cool if we got a wrecked train POI, like the UFO. It's just covered in sand.
Yeah. We have a wrecked train, it's just very underwhelming.
Yeah, I wish they could have easily done something with it and made that kind of like a POI. Like, what if it went off the trails and hit that building and there was a whole crash or like they could have done something. But yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
It was going to Metallica, I guess?
I guess so.
So on the roadmap, it was in BR as well, and now we understand why. There was a mythic, one of the worst mythics we've seen. Talk about that. And the island changed, Loot Island, and there was a concert. Do you want to talk about the concert first? Because I didn't see the concert.
Yeah,
I just didn't care enough.
It was essentially just another game mode that was there on specific times. You could select it and go in, and it was about a 8-minute experience, I'd say. You just hop in, and there's some songs, and it travels you around. And honestly, it was pretty much exactly like the
Kid Leroy.
What was it called? No, the Soundwave series stuff from way back
so like
when.
Kid Leroy.
I guess.
I
honestly, though, would say Kid Leroy was better than this.
Better? It was a better Soundwave, but it's not a concert.
Yeah, not a concert. Not at all. And now it's a little different because if I saw this in the Battle Royale game mode and it was like a live thing like Marshmallow, I probably would have appreciated it a little bit more.
Yeah,
it was short, but it would have
been
been cool. You would have been doing it with people, and it would have been a actual live thing, but it just was not anything that was
weird
worth
too, because it was
admiring.
locked at specific times. Yeah. Which is, we haven't had that since, I don't know, an actual concert.
Yeah. It's like they were trying to recreate it, but also avoid it being like a big thing.
I will also say the first concert was at a very unfortunate time. I won't say what, we'll talk about that later, but you know what I'm talking about? The first concert was that Saturday update with that game mode. The same time. So if you were in that, you had to wait to play the new mode. Really unfortunate timing. But anyway, yeah. So that's the concert. Like you said, I just don't care for Metallica, so I didn't really care to watch it because I had to go to a specific time. Now, if it was a creative map that was open, I would have went to it if I could just go whenever. But I wasn't. I wasn't about to try to log on at a specific time to watch.
Also, I will say
Metallica.
The in-game dates that they gave were wrong. It said it was for July, not June.
Well, obviously he's wrong.
Yeah. So I was
Event's
just
over.
on, and I was like, "Oh, I guess this is happening now." So me and Lexi hopped in, and it was. So
Anyway,
yeah, that's that.
Island was cool though. It was weird, but it was cool. I didn't mind it.
Yeah, the Mythic was interesting that we got in Battle Royale. Here's the thing. It was useful if you are playing with a lot of people. Like, if you're in squads, it's actually pretty useful because when you use it, it spawns a rift that your teammates can use, which essentially just uses the item, but they don't have to have it. So all 4 of your teammates can go into this rift and use it to travel 3 bursts of distance. You know, it's
great
for a lot of people.
It is a great movement, but there's one specific thing that just, like, how did this last the entire time, not get fixed, not something? Fall damage. If you hit the ground with the last one and it flings you off, you die to fall damage. So if you bounce off a tree, bounce off builds, you die to fall damage. I did that 2 or 3 times, then I stopped picking it up. And it's not just me. Half of the Cypher PK subreddit was filled with clips of people dying to it. I saw pros dying to it.
It's rough.
How does a movement item allow you to fly and you die to fall damage? If it wasn't for that, I would not mind it. But it's just like I stopped using it because it was so awkward to control that last little bit, and the amount of times you could die from it. Like just land in a
the
tree,
controls were pretty bad.
So if it wasn't for that, I definitely would not mind it as much. It just was not worth risking dying for. So
especially in solo.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's Metallica. It's cool. Definitely one of the. We've had 3, probably the best one because we had the most skins, we had a lot of content for it, we had a whole new mode introduced with it, like, really cool, and fit the theme of the season, right? Metallica, Mad Max. So, yeah. BR?
Yep.
Where do we want to start? Start with summer?
I guess so.
Let's start with summer. So, this is what I was saying before the pod. What do you think the summer event is? Because I've seen different things on Twitter on what people are calling the summer event.
What do you mean, like, what do I think? Like, what is it composed of? What is it called?
Not if it's good or bad. Yeah, what's in the event? What is part of the event?
Quests.
Okay. I agree, but what I've seen a lot of people saying is... So we'll also talk about reload now. A lot of people are saying, look at the rewards for reload. They're summer rewards. A lot of people are saying they just threw this out a week or 2 early and the event is reload. A lot of people I've been seeing on Twitter say that is the main content. And that because of that, it's better than most of the other summer events. And so we'll talk about that. But reload. We'll talk about reload and then we'll see if it's summer event or not. Reload. So I don't know about you, JJ. Reload caught me off guard a lot.
Yeah, nobody saw it coming.
We have the roadmap, and we even see Fortnitemares, we see Metallica, we see Pirates of the Caribbean, which we'll talk about when we get to the summer event, because it's not out yet, but it is very close. It's confirmed, because we accidentally... Did you get Jack Sparrow?
No.
Because it was accidentally added in the one update.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
You could buy... I was going to. I'm like, dang it, it's not actually out yet. The event's not for another few weeks. Guess I'm not getting Jack Sparrow, because I will get him. But, so it's confirmed. Just gotta wait a little bit. But out of nowhere, we see Rifts and OG. I'm like, oh, they're teasing OG really early. Maybe we're gonna get OG a month early as a side mode or something.
Nope, we just have a new question mark permanent mode.
That's a good question. Still not sure if it's permanent.
Yep.
They've already added a new game type to said mode. So, reload. If you play Call of Duty, it's like Rebirth or Resurgent. Pretty much, as long as your teammates are alive, you can respawn. And there's a timer, and if you're alive, and your last person is alive, or anyone, and your teammate's alive, and they get kills, knocks, or squad wipes, they reduce the time for your reload. Your respawn. You spawn in with, if you're a build mode, 100 mats, 0 mode obviously not, and a gray AR with 60 ammo, 30 in the mag, 30 extra.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think
all
that's
the weapons
really weak?
are Chapter 1 weapons? So...
Nope, not even close.
Okay.
Not even close.
Most of the weapons are Chapter 1
not
weapons.
All. There is a lot.
And any of them that got updated versions, these ones are now marked Legacy, so it is not their updated versions of these guns.
Hit scan.
Yeah.
Legacy hand cannon. So let's see. We got the normal AR, we got the heavy AR, infantry AR, and hammer AR.
Yeah, that was a weird one. I'll admit that
Honestly,
was a weird pull.
I think it's really good just because I want to talk about meta and stuff, but I think it's good. Sniper, we got hunting rifle, and do you see the bolt? I think the bolt's in.
I think, yeah.
So snipers, pistols. We got the normal pistol, which is still full auto. Still but it's still full auto. And hand cannon. And revolver, right? I think revolver's in. SMGs. So this is where it gets really weird. We got the TAC SMG. Is the normal SMG in?
Yes, the normal SMG is
there. I think
there.
so. So normal, TAC, and Stinger. So, yeah. What else? Shotguns. Shotguns are also really, really weird.
Yeah.
Pump. In. TAC. In. Does the TAC feel slower? The TAC feels so weird and bad.
It does feel strange. I think I don't know if it's actually changed or if it's just the fact that we've had so many other shotguns and we haven't used the TAC in so long. Because it's been
just had OG.
Yeah, but that was... I don't know.
I don't remember it feeling even that bad in OG. So, I don't know. So those two. But we also have the lever action.
Awesome.
Really weird. And the Ranger shotgun.
That one, also a weird pull, but kind of glad it's there.
So, yeah. Let's see. We have the grappler, shockwaves, Crashpad Jr. No vehicles, obviously. I'm trying to think. There's other stuff. Or is that it? We did pistols, shotguns, SMGs, ARs. Oh, okay. So then there's two other things. We have mythics. So we have the mythic drum gun. We have the mythic burst. Do you know if it's the first person or not? I don't
think it is, but I haven't used it, so I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't used it either. But that's there. It's Sloane's burst. That's why I'm not sure. It could be the chapter. It could be the season 8 or the season 1. Burst, let's see. We have Sky's No, there is a grappler, I think. Is it Jules's? I think it's Jules's grappler. We have Ocean's Bottomless Chug Jug. Sky's AR, which I did use, it's crazy. And the Mythic MK7, which I saw Cypher use it. It's busted as we expected. And it's actually, I don't know if you saw, it's actually twice as rare as the other Mythics.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Which is good. It's good because of the way reload works. Honestly, I wish you had a little bit more spawn immunity. I hate spawn immunity, but on a game like this, I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Because you can just get beamed out of the sky because it's hit scan. And because that's first person, you can fry people out of the air because they're not expecting it because, one, we just haven't played in a while, and because everything else is bloom. So, really crazy.
Yeah.
So, I think there's a few other mythics. There's a bunch. But then there's also a dev chest, which is not a dev chest. That's just what people have been calling it, where you get all of the heisted exotics. So you get the red eye, the breacher, the accelerant shotgun, the twin mag, the running gun, all of it.
Which they made that significantly rarer after the first week.
Yeah. Now, I think it's still more common than I think it's still more common than mythics. At least the MK. Not sure. And the mythic goldfish is in. Which, by the way, when was the last time we had the mythic goldfish? Chapter 2, right? What happened after Chapter 2?
To what?
zero build.
Yeah.
Do you know what that means? The goldfish doesn't one-shot because it does exactly 200.
Oh, dude.
Because I saw it, I'm like, wait, 200, not 250. So it does not one-shot in zero build. So you can get a mythic goldfish, throw it, lose it because you don't get it back in your inventory. You have to go pick that up and not get a kill.
Yeah.
Which is really stupid. I think they should buff it to 250. Because I hate getting one-shot. Like, that's really cheesy. But it's kind of the point. Especially about rarity. Now it's useless. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Is it in the new heals? I'm completely blanking because I haven't played it in a minute.
Yes, you can move and heal.
New heals, move and heal. Minis. You drop minis on death, no matter what. So that's like their quote-unquote siphon. I know you don't, use, like, have played with siphon properly and stuff. Mm-hmm. Do you think siphon would be good in this?
I think it would be... I would understand if they chose to put it in. I don't think I'd like it just because that would make it feel like more of a... What's the word? Like, not professional. Sweaty. I don't want to use sweaty because that feels derogative. But, like, it would make it feel like it's more of a pro game mode than it should be. I think this should just be more of a casual, especially because of the accessibility of being able to reboot so many times. It should be one of those just casual fun game modes. If they chose to add Siphon, I think it should be builds and leave zero builds be because zero builds has overshield and stuff.
Yeah, I think it should be in zero build, but I just think it should be weaker because you can get so many kills. Mm-hmm. I think not 50, maybe 20.
Yeah, maybe if they do that, have the zero build version of that be just restore your overshield if you get a kill. So like instantly restore your overshield, leave your health and normal shield be.
Just because if you're constantly in a fight and then you have to defend because that team reboots before your teammates and then you're constantly in a fight, you're in so much more action, especially when you're narrow. You don't have time to pull off a medkit. Mm-hmm. And sure, you get minis, but that's only 50. One about white health, one about the last 50 shield. So I feel like just a little bit. Like, yeah, 50 does seem like a lot, especially for this, because you can easily get like 12 kills. That's instantly back up to 100, so maybe 20 or overshield and zero build. Because, and the thing with it being slightly more competitive, I just feel like that's just the type of game mode it is. Like, yes, it's casual because you can reboot, but I've seen so many people just, and I don't think you can do anything about it not just being sweatier and just being more competitive. Like, just the type of game mode it is just more on that.
Yeah, it definitely caters to the more sweaty people because, for one, it is those Chapter 1 weapons, so you have that sweatier hit scan stuff. Yeah. So it does cater to that a little bit more, but I feel like this is the perfect balance between a sweaty and a casual because you have, that constant rebooting, you have the duo squad, so it's encouraging play with your friends.
Trios is on its way.
Yep, shorter matches, fewer people. It's just, it feels like lower stakes, so it's one of those that's easier to just hop on and play. Like, when I've been getting on with Lexi every day, I've honestly more been leaning toward playing Reload than Battle Royale, just because it feels like more of a casual thing to just hop on and do.
Yeah, it's good. Cool umbrella. I really like the umbrella.
Oh, yeah, I love
there is an umbrella for it. But yeah, it's cool. It just completely came out of nowhere because it was not on the map. We woke up one day and here it is. Honestly, oh wait, I forgot. There's another shotgun. The heavy shotgun's also in.
Oh yeah. Legacy
heavy. I want to say that yes. So honestly, I think the meta is hammer and heavy shotgun. And maybe a sniper, like a hunting rifle is really good in this. But if not, mobility and 2 heals, white health and shield. Just because, like I said, there's not that much healing. You don't have time, so I want to carry medkits or bandages and minis and big pots. I think that's the meta. That's just from me. Definitely not the main meta. I do not see a lot of people carrying the heavy pump, like heavy shotgun.
I will say,
but I think it's good because it's slightly faster.
I think the longer range stuff is going to be a lot more crucial. So I personally have been using the infantry rifle a lot. Like, that one is great because of the damage it can do. And then the ranger shotgun is overpowered because obviously there's not as much cover as there is in Battle Royale. So being able to have that range but still being a shotgun is really good to have.
Yeah. I will say, just with the infantry rifle, I did switch to keyboard and mouse, and that is significantly harder on keyboard and mouse, and I just haven't had proper time to use it or get used to hit scan in general, so I'm still just getting used to it. Like, I started playing BR again the last day or two, and we'll explain why. It's a very clear reason why I'm playing right now. And I'm using the combat, and I'm just missing my shots just because I haven't used a gun like this on keyboard and mouse yet. So that's why I'm picking up the heavy, because it's slightly easier. Or the hammer, because the hammer's like that SMG, and that's why I like using it, because you can kind of pair the two. And it's fast enough to like beam kids out of the sky, it's accurate enough, and you can beam, etc., etc. So I think that's good. If you want to carry too, I think those are good, because you can get a lot more damage with the heavy versus like the attack, I feel like, with a faster fire rate. But yeah, I will also say, this is not me, but I can understand why. I did talk with someone who was very good and like top leaderboards on a lot of games. I'm talking top 100, like really good. And she only plays zero build. She does not play build mode. And she did not like it after the first day. And I can understand why, because it's been so long and I also agree. I think I've seen people say this. I think the best version of zero build was the first. I think the meta has gotten worse just because of the loot pool and everything. Because there's just not a lot of stuff in zero build reload to help zero build players. Like, I don't think there's like bunkers and everything, is there?
There
bunkers,
is
bubble
bunkers.
shields.
I can't remember if there's bubble shields. I think there is off the top of my head.
And no vehicles, so that's
no
just
vehicles,
another thing
yeah.
not in zero build. So it's just, and because it's hit scan, people are just playing a lot more passively, around corners, like just not very fast paced. So I can understand why. That's not me. I have played a little bit of zero build reload, but
yeah, honestly,
obviously I'm playing build mode.
But I can understand
I think
it's
why
fine. It just needs a little bit more mobility, because obviously we have the grappler
there's no
and we
mobility.
have the shockwaves, but we need something that is, what's the word? Like more of
infinite, like rechargeable.
I don't know about
like blade,
rechargeable.
hammer.
Something kind of, I almost want to say more like
The grapple glove.
something like that, like something short term, but something ground based, not like the grappler that picks you up through the air or the shockwaves that blast you through the air. Something like the nitro we have now that's on the ground. So
okay.
like
It's like chili. Like what if we
speed.
just had chilies and chili splash or something?
Yeah, that'd be great. Like something that allows you to move quicker across the ground instead of zooming you through the sky,
And especially because of that hit scan back, it's just all the fear of going through the air is there now because you can just get beamed, especially, just late game. And I can also understand because of the smaller map, and that's the other thing, right? Because it's reboot and you keep coming back, if, say, a certain area, like near the final zone gets broken down, there is going to be no new protection. There's, it's so small, and because you keep rebooting back, the buildings and rocks and trees and stuff can easily be broken, and then there's just no protection for anyone. But yeah, so like I said, I've been playing build mode. I do enjoy it. I will say I did not enjoy it at first because it was squads, and trying to play random squads is very hard. But then they have duos, and it's great. I think duos is a great midpoint. I think trios would be better, and that's going to be coming shortly. But yeah,
yes,
I do really enjoy it.
Absolutely, I've been enjoying it a
Major
lot.
Deja Vu, probably because I'm on reload and it's the tilted background, like chapter 1. I mean chapter 3. So doing the podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway. So it's good. I'm happy it's out. But let's go back to the summer event. Because I have seen a lot of people saying that this is the summer event. Let's talk about what we both, I think, agree on what the summer event is. What's the summer event?
This is quests.
Hello?
It's quests.
Yeah.
It's just the quests.
Question: are they at least summer quests?
The quests have nothing to do with summer.
Like, I don't know.
The rewards are kind of summer themed a little bit.
The 3 rewards, by the way, no emotes, no 3 rewards. Yep, 3 rewards. I will say I really do not understand these challenges. Reach top 10. Again, I'm pretty sure I already had a reach top 10 challenge, and it's another one. Lots of XP, though. That's another reason I'm playing right now. Easy to get tier 200 right now. Like right now, we got another one today. Damaged players beyond 40 meters. 0 out of 1,337. Why?
Yep.
But there was another one where it was get 10 headshots, and this one I thought was really stupid, and what I was saying earlier with, like, forcing you to play certain things. In ranked or reload. So it's actively telling you don't play the main BR.
Yeah. Of course, we do have other quests that are, like, in zero build, in Battle Royale.
Like, we had, like, day 1, reach top 50 3 different times in build and zero build. Okay? And if I don't want to play zero build? What if I don't want to play build mode? And then, like, tall glass of sweat. Which, by the way, I find it really funny that's called All Sweat Summer. Because I keep seeing, like, in the Twitter post every day, All Sweat Summer Day 3. It's like, it's really weird. It's like, all the challenges? No, it's just 2. That's what it's called. I have to really think about that. But, the first one is just get eliminations. It's stage 1. I haven't got past stage 1. Have you?
Nope.
So I don't know what stage 2 is. I don't know if there is a stage 2. Because it doesn't say 1 out of something. That's it. That's the summer event.
Yep.
Nope. So people are saying it's reload, and I can kind of understand why, because it's very close, and the rewards that you got from reload are summer themed. But I don't think that's good enough.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
And I understand that they're over, and I keep saying, it's just the fact that we know they can do well. So it's like, I keep going back to Chapter 1, Season 9, which I still think is the best summer event, where we got a new LTM, we got a new Unvolt every day, and we got crazy good rewards. There was even a community event where you had to break a duck over and over again to make it move, with millions of HP. There's a lot to do. Now, I do see this one guy, and he keeps saying, that was when they overworked. Okay. Another thing, right? If the new content for this one is an LTM, even if it's permanent, a new mode just like that one, here's the thing though, we had stuff on top of that. We don't have anything summer related. We could have at least got Little Whip and a stationary location. We could have threw ice cream in the loot pool. Something. We got literally nothing for main VR. There's not even beach decorate. Like, at least last year we had a tiny little location with an NPC and, like, a decoration. We got an NPC. That's it. I don't know if you saw my tweet. I didn't tweet. I replied to somebody, and they said, where's the event? Because they just killed the boss. Like, screw you, event. It's like, congrats, Looper. You defeated the event. Because that's all the content. It was the NPC.
Yep.
So it's the minimum. Like, you do not have to overwork your employees. Throw in 3 guns for the next 2 weeks. That's it. I don't even care if they're summer themed. Here's some fun guns that everyone enjoys. Let's throw them in. Let's throw some hit scan guns in. Let's throw an SMG, shotgun, AR, hit scan for 2 weeks. That's it. People would be happy. People would love it. 2 weeks. More of an event than this is. Because it'd be an event. Where's the event? I don't count challenges as an event.
Yeah.
Challenges. Like I was going back and we were talking about Star Wars. I count the content of Star Wars because you were saying the challenges were gone, but the stuff was still there. I'm like, the event's still there. Vice versa here. Just because there's challenges, I don't count that as an event. I want content. And like I said, it just forces people to play other things. If the main summer event was Reload, I don't want to have to play Reload. I do want to play BR, because Reload is a version of BR, but it's not the same thing. The other thing is, if Reload was the event, couldn't we got, like, some decorations in Reload then? Couldn't we throw some random, like, decorate a house or 2 in there?
Yeah.
Throw a POI in? Something? Couldn't we throw ice cream as one of the healables? Like,
I feel like
something. Their minimum was nothing. Was something, and they couldn't do that.
They're going for such a weird position here, because the way they have proposed the game since they added the new modes is, once we do something, you're going to have content for all the modes. So, like, when we get new cars, guess what? You can use that in Rocket Racing, you can use that in Battle Royale, and you can probably use it in Rocket League as well, but that's kind of different. But they're really missing the beat here with a lot of these things, because they add a summer event, and guess what? You get quests for Battle Royale. And they encourage you to play just Reload some, but you didn't get summer events for Rocket Racing. You didn't get summer events for Lego. You didn't get summer events for Festival. None of it. It just seems like they are they're playing two games here. They want to make Battle Royale the biggest, but they also want to put in the same love for all the others, and it's just not working right. Like, they need to either make it for everything at the same time, or just put your attention on Battle Royale and give it the love that everybody expects it to have.
And I also saw some people saying, like, the events aren't that big of a deal, and it's like, I feel like they are, especially this one, right? So I understand, like, Winterfest I still think is the biggest game mode, or seasonal event. Fort Nightmares is big, but generally the season is somewhat based around that, so even if Fort Nightmares isn't that big, it still feels decent. Whereas I feel like even the summer events, they're just boring, there's always controversy, something like that. So the event is what makes it. And like I said, it's also just memories like back in the day in Chapter 1, early Chapter 2. And it's just nothing. It's just so hard because there's literally... I just feel so... I saw someone else talk about it, like, they don't want to play right now because the vibes just feel off. That's how I feel. Like, the vibes just feel off for Fortnite right now. And I understand I shouldn't have to play every day and it's not going to be my problem. It's not. JJ knows. I've been mainly playing X-Defiant.
You should, yeah.
I have not been playing Fortnite. I'm only level 68. And I got half of that in the last few days just from all these summer events and stuff. But I want to play BR because it is fun. It's just the vibes just feel off. Do you want to say anything else about the summer event? Because there is one other thing I want to talk about.
Go for it.
Again, big confusion. They listen, but they don't listen. For the next 2 weeks in Ranked, vehicles, Nitro Fists, and hireable NPCs are not in Ranked. Build or zero build for just 2 weeks. So, how do you feel?
I mean, I will say, it does seem like a trial period. So, while...
It is a trial. They specifically said trial period. We're going to listen to feedback.
So, it's definitely good that they are trying this, because this is kind of what people have been asking for. So, I'm glad that they're at least trying it. It could be a little more. I will say, it definitely could be some more stuff removed than what we already have. Like some of the other very questionable OP items.
Like
fists.
They are Nitro Fists. Nitro Fist cars and hireable NPCs.
Oh, gotcha. I'm just reading the announcement in-game. It doesn't mention fists, just like car mods and other stuff.
They weren't there day one, like the other day when this was first introduced. They are now. I played earlier, no fists. So they're gone.
Is Nitro
remember,
still
Splash
in, like
also,
Nitro itself?
Yeah, Nitro, but remember that was nerfed to only do 90.
Yeah.
So that's not nearly as bad. I still think there needs to be not just different loot pools, but different stats. I think 90 is a bit weak, but I do think 300 a bit much. I think 100, because obviously I know you're not going to know all the specific numbers. When you build a new wall, wood wall, it's exactly 90, but it's instantly going to go up, right? Instantly going to start healing and building. So I think 100 would be able to instantly break freshly built wood walls, but you have to hit 2 times for a fully built. I think that's a good balance. 90 just feels like a little weak, but for ranked maybe I want my 90, where you can't just instantly shatter, especially if you're playing like duos, you could just instantly like do that bug and you just instantly break them, right? So I do think there needs to be some separate. What do you feel about the cars completely? Boss cars, like cars completely, not just mods. Because I've seen some people kind of confused on why they did that.
Yeah, I mean, I understand it, and I think they only did that because it's this season, and cars themselves have been extremely buff for the season.
It's not this season. It's not this season.
What do you mean?
So, for years, cars have not been in tournaments because of performance issues. So there's no fire, and there's no cars, and there's no hireable NPCs. That's why not just the mods, but cars completely are vault in ranked. And that's also why I think fists are, because there's a bug in in tournaments where you could just instantly fly up and, like, you know, one of those bugs. We had plenty of them. But yeah, I think if it wasn't for that and normal cars were in tournaments, they would vault the attachments. But because they're completely gone, that's why it's trying to make it more like tournament playlists. So it's not because of this season why cars are vaulted. It's because of that. And like I said, that's been like that chapter 3. Like I remember like fire was vaulted. I think late chapter 3 was when this was implemented.
Because servers were crashing.
Performance. Because think about it, like a final moving zone with cars, NPCs, all that inputs for builds, and now, especially this season, projectile weapons.
Yeah.
It's really bad. It's really bad already, even without all that. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people saying, why are cars? They should just vault. It's because it's supposed to be like those.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. I will say, again, almost there. Now that we're doing this, can we add Siphon?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Like, if we're doing this, why not add Siphon? Just saying. But it's also just confusing because why not just do this day one? Because now you show that you do care. But it's also why a trial period. I've seen a lot of like the pro players, but also like the coaches and these content creators like Aussie Antics are saying, play, show them that people are coming back. Actually, let's check. What do you think some of the player counts are at? For ranked.
I don't know. I'd never look at ranked, so I have nothing to go off of.
70k for build mode and 20k for zero build.
That's not bad.
Zero build's always a lot weaker. But 70k is significantly better. I feel like I saw it at like 30k before all this. So I definitely think that is significantly better. But it's like I said, it's just right there. Why not just make it permanent?
I mean,
so we'll see how in 2 weeks.
They could have various business reasons for making it a trial period. At this point, I'm just glad we have a trial period at anything because
that's why I'm
changes.
going to be playing 2 weeks, by the way.
Yeah.
That's why I said I'm going to be playing a lot more. Because literally, not the first day because some of the stuff was still in, but earlier today or yesterday, I played like 3 games or 2 games. My first game, I died 4th, but I got like 5 kills. It was just me being stupid. I thought the guy was a bot because he was just shooting straight up, but he was shooting at a build. And then I missed all my shots trying to hip fire him, and then he just hit me with a gold pump. But that's me. That's completely on me. But my second game, I won with 8 kills. I haven't got a solo win yet or a build win yet. A single build win this entire season. And I got 2 games into a normal game. Not with crazy fists, not with cars. 2 games in, I was able to win. So like I said, I enjoy the season. I really do enjoy the meta as well. Like the combat AR, I've been very much enjoying, and I just haven't been able to use it because the cars and fists and nitro and just everything's around. By the way, it was also fun that game. I got all 3 medallions.
Yeah, I've had that before.
And let me tell you, I know they were scared because I third party, I got the medallions, and then I had I didn't realize what I had. I have all 3. So I was literally running around for the last, I think, 3 people because it was a really late game. 3 people. I was just running around because I don't take fall damage. I have infinite sprint. I'm regenerating, so if I get tagged, I just regenerate. Infinite ammo, so I'm just spraying with... I did get the crossbow, I think, so I'm just... It's great.
Yeah.
And it's very fun. It's just the cars overshadowed it, and I feel like another reason why I'm not enjoying Reload that much is just because I just had an ill taste from the start of the season. And it's just because it was so unfun. I can't just come back and it's like, oh, it's fun now. Just because I've constantly let down and kind of pushed away. Like, they just aren't listening. Like, the summer event, cars, everything. Really sad. But again, it's great because Reload, because ranked is separate.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. I think Fortnite's confused.
I think we even said this last time. It's like they always have this pattern of, oh, it's so bad. Oh, they're making changes. It's getting good again. And then we have like a high point and it's like, oh, it's bad again. What did they do? So it's like we're like, oh, they're making changes. We might hit a high point next season. Who knows? And then it's probably going to crash and burn.
Okay. So... quick thing about the cars, because I'm seeing people talking about, man, all these people that complain never played with all this stuff, and somebody said, I played with the mechs, and I'm pretty sure they're equally overpowered like the cars. I think they're more overpowered than the mechs. Health, yes. Damage, no. I see, what do you mean damage, no? They tell me 10 rockets and a shotgun versus a turret that does 30. Okay, the turret does do 30. The grenades do more and break builds. But here's my thing with the cars, and what's really annoying is the fact that you can boost with any car now, and you can just ram through builds at like 100 miles an hour and straight 200 them. And the movement is significantly better with a car than, I don't know, a mech that you have to charge up to jump. I do think that the cars are more overpowered than next. They've gotten better with all the nerfs and stuff. I will say, like I said, we said at the beginning of this episode, it's just been very unbalanced, and I have seen a lot of people complain that it's ruined now that ranks like this, that's unverted. I've seen significant amount of casual players in real life that I talk to online, but also on Twitter and stuff, that are also do not want balance changes reverted because like I said, I think the people that are really complaining are the vocal minority. I do not think that's a majority, because like I said before, look at the player counts. They speak for themselves. People are enjoying VR day one, even before all the nerfs. But I will say one other thing to talk about is back to summer. We are getting Pirates of the Caribbean. We're getting Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. It looks pretty cool. Did you see, like, the ship mythic?
Wait, a mythic ship?
It's a bottle that you hold and you throw it down and you ride on a ship or something.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like the junk riff that just, like, took a ship and crashed it down.
I think you're right. I think it's movement.
Dang, bro.
Not totally sure. I don't remember, but I'm 99% sure. Flintknock is back. There's some other stuff. It's very funny. Did you also see Brazil leaked it?
I did see that.
So, they were teasing it by going through and revealing a map, and there's going to be 4 corners. Well, we saw the first 2, and then instead of showing the second one, Brazil posted the full image.
That.
Very funny. And then because of leaks and all the magic, we did also see what the map looks like, and the middle looks very cool. And that's the other question, is that part of the summer? Because again, if they were to say do Reload and the Pirates event all on the same day, and maybe just throw in an umbrella, like just a little hut, like on the middle island or something, like somewhere, to make it a little summer themed, I would not mind as much. Because it is a designated summer that we're doing Captain Jack and Pirates of the Caribbean as the summer, but it's not. It is separate. All Sweat is just challenges. Reload, even if it has rewards, it is a separate thing. So if they told us it was the same event, would you think it'd be better if they told us and they did it all at the same time? Here is your summer event, Captain Jack and Reload.
I mean, probably, yeah. It's a lot more content. It gives us a lot more to do, and I don't know, it just feels like it'd be a more substantial reason for people to actually come back to play for summer, because they have all these different things rather than it just being a series of challenges
spread out throughout weeks. And yeah, really, like I said, it's just a very confusing time. The vibes are just off. I understand how bad some of the last few summer events are, but at least we had something. It is mind-blowing to look at the challenges and not see a single emote, spray, anything. It is 3 items: a pickaxe, back bling, and glider. It's just like something, and we didn't even get that.
Yeah.
But there's hope. We have a few minutes left. I want to talk about creative real quick, those maps that we played. Because there is hope for Fortnite and UEFN. There is hope. Oh, by the way, I was listening to some of the other episodes. Still no UI changes.
Yep.
Still no UI changes. But discovery changes also have not happened. But when it does, I still have hope. Not hope for VR. I'm very lacking in that department. But for UEFN, I have a lot of hope, because once discovery gets fixed, there's some cool stuff coming. So me and JJ the other day, we played 2 maps. I actually just played another one. It was a gun game. And it was even cooler because if you look at the enemies, you can't jump. And if you look at the enemies, they have like this pixelated filter on their head, like it's body cam, like it's censored out. It was really cool. And just feels a lot better, like the camera movement and everything. But we played a body cam video, which had like hyper realistic graphics and a creative map, BR. Which one do you want to talk about first?
I mean, body cam obviously is
body cam
pretty cool.
So, body cam. So yeah, it's like hyper-realistic graphics. It was like a BR, you land, you loot up. However, I know I've been like keeping up a little bit more than you probably in anything UEFN. I'm guessing you probably haven't really checked anything out.
I've been watching Twitter stuff, but apart from that, I haven't played much.
Not recently, just like in general. Like I watch like videos and stuff of like all the machines and stuff. And the way first person's currently integrated, it's the fact that you change the camera, like where it is, to the back of the head. so it looks like first person, but it's not. It's not actually from the eye. It's like the body cam. They can't just put it to the body. They just lock it to the back of the head. And then they put a filter on it to make it look like a camera. So it's really unfortunate because I don't know about you. There was a few moments that the camera doesn't really work.
Yeah, you like go to sprint and you just see the back of your head or
your jaw. Like you see like the inside of your gums and your eyes. It was really
Yeah, it's a little funky right now, but the idea itself is really cool. And once they have the tools to fully implement like the custom camera and everything, modes like that are going to be freaking insane.
Games.
Because with the filter and the textures of like the trees and the grass and stuff, like it did look like pretty hyper realistic. Not to the point of like what was that game that's coming out?
Unrecorded.
Yeah, Unrecorded.
It's not
quite to that, but for a Fortnite game mode, like it's pretty
free
impressive.
Game, by the way. Free game that you can play on next. I have not played on last gen. I do not recommend playing last gen.
And just so you know,
but it's possible.
The team deathmatch version of that map is currently at 40k players.
Oh, I mean
that's more than
the
Lego
body cam
Fortnite.
gun game. The body cam gun game's at 40k too.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's there.
Yeah, it's
people
pretty cool.
want to play that. So when it's properly implemented and all that kind of stuff, it works. I can definitely see it. And then the other one we played was this one guy I found on Twitter, and he was showing off. He made his own BR map. What'd you think of that?
It was pretty impressive. Like it's a big scale map and had some pretty interesting
75
POIs.
players.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, again, the problem is instead, I don't know if you also saw, I played like this OG bot 1v99 just to see it. It's not. It's just Greasy Grove. That's not what it said on the thumbnail and everything. It said the whole map just keep respawning, and there's a little area that you can loot up, and then you just kill bots in Greasy Grove.
Bruh.
That has thousands of players, and that's pushed. I only found that because it was on one of like the top rated or something. But that creative map, 10 players.
Bruh.
If I go to... By the way, I still hate how far back you have to go to recently played.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 players in that BR map right now.
Bruh.
And that's the problem. I see the hope because there are maps out there, but you're not seeing it because we're seeing the 100th pit. We're seeing the 50th tycoon. It's just like Roblox. It's just everything is tycoons and simulators and like red versus blue or Lego 1v1.
Mm-hmm.
When the Discovery tab gets fixed, which is just like the UI, they said they're going to, and we haven't, but when they do, and I do think they eventually will when it takes that next step, because when we get all these tools, because remember, here's another thing that I'm scared about. That's cool, but there's a lot of bugs with that. Remember, Chapter 6 is supposed to be completely done in UEFN, which I'm kind of worried about for a lot of reasons, like memory and stuff, but if it does work, and they updated enough that they can use it themselves to make actual Fortnite, that is going to be huge.
Yeah.
As long as we can actually have a way to discover them. I should not have to go through Twitter and find map creators.
Yeah.
Or Cypher PK saying, oh, here's an actually good box fight map. It's not one of these really cringe ones like Jamaica or Da Baby. It's an actually good like box game mini game, but it's never found. But because Cypher PK, I was able to find it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's problems, but there is a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. Do you agree? Because I know you don't play creative much, but
yeah,
with seeing those 2 maps, can you see a little bit of joy?
Those maps kind of show the vision that I think people have for UEFN. It kind of shows where it can go, the creativeness people can have. They just need the resources. This is basically like releasing a demo for a game. Like, it's showing the idea of what they can make. They just need the resources and the time to do it. And that's just kind of what we're waiting on.
Time will tell. We're at 59 minutes. So anyway, I'm Dr. Zomrain. Who are you?
Your mother.
Well, thank you for listening to us chat today, mother. Make sure you follow our podcast at Nerd Rant Instagram and Twitter, at Nerd Rant Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Just hit the bell to be notified when we have another one. Subscribe. Join the Discord. That's cool too. Talk about the episode, and maybe I'll start posting some cool maps that I find. I'll post some map codes. How about that?
Yeah,
you want to find cool UEFN? Do that. Never do that again. Goodbye.